Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of the day it is that you're catching this. This is Tim from 32 Trades and My Options Trading Club. Come on in, man. Join the club if you're not one of the members already. A lot of fun, a lot of money to be made. Doing a quick video over how the week from March 3 went and how we made 300% on our trade of the week, the 39.90, 39.85 bullish puts trade. Now, some people come around and say 300%. Well, just give you an idea, right? If you're going to get $4.50 credit on a $5 spread, that's a 900% trade. $4 on a $5 spread, that's a 400% trade. So, as far as doing credit spreads, 300%, it's a pretty good trade. And so how we came across this, obviously, we had a pretty good week, 150% there on Thursday. I began the week with the email on Monday, and I threw out in the very beginning as I do the 1, 2, 3s. And on Monday, I said the March 3 trade of the week was the 39.65, 39.70s. And I threw this out because that was our close on Friday. So that's what I was looking at as we went into the start of the week. That changed as we went into Tuesday. Tuesday, being as how we had already opened the week, I went ahead and I had traded the trade of the week and threw it out there as 39.85 puts and the 39.90 puts. And at the time on Tuesday, there were only 2.25. And I said in there very clearly, there is a very high chance of a better entry price later this week with an expected dip. On Monday, same thing. High chance of a better entry price later this week with an expected dip. Wednesday came around and the same thing because we were in that dead zone. Going through all that we go through in the very beginnings of the emails, and again, still the trade of the week being here, now up to $2.60 credit. High chance of a better entry later this week with an expected dip. And then boom, the Thursday email went out. We've got a near perfect bottom having hit overnight. And that was the time to pounce on this and start taking on to the trade of the week. Trade of the week as we go down and scroll through the emails. And here we are right now. No more high chance of an expected lower dip. You don't see that written anywhere in the email because this was our dip. 375 was the credit that was able to be grabbed at earlier prior to the opening bell when the email went out. As we opened up, there was a slightly better credit, but it only lasted for about 3 minutes. But everybody that messaged me got anywhere from 360 to 380 on that. At the same time, sent out the email prior to the open for the April 6 SPY 410 call window shopping time. Coming up on everything. And again, throughout just a straight up chart, very little details with possible upside targets that we could be looking at. What we did was we started in the chat room on Thursday at 3 o'clock in the morning that we were down to that 39.10 plus or minus 10 range that we were looking for. 5 o'clock in the morning, get that Eurozone CPI flash, which missed. And then it started. 7 o'clock in the morning, April 6 calls. Come out here just prior to the open, 9 o'clock in the morning. April 6 calls are further dated out. 407 is what fills that February 17th gap, if you don't know. A little bit of sarcasm, obviously. And right as we opened up there at 9:37 in the morning, first one went out. FYI, those 407s, 324 was the last trade. We come over here and have a quick look over here, and 2 days, Thursday, Friday, the April 6, 407 calls, 324, 693. It's not hard to do the math on that. There is 100% on that in 2 days. So again, it's one of those things that we go and do. And then here on Friday, again, everybody already saw that. I'm sure most of you are already seeing the message and the emails. We were looking for 40-20. We were looking for 40-20. We were looking for 40-20. There was no question without a shadow of a doubt we were going to be getting 40-20. And this, again, the trade of the week, trade of the week, trade of the week, trade of the week. And as you all know, as we close there at the end of the day here on Friday, We broke above that 40.20 at lunch, and 40.20 said, see you later, goodbye. Closed up here at 40.45, 39.80s, 39.90, 39.85s, full credit, absolutely 300%. And that's the way that we do business here. But just to show you that we're not just some random clown doing one thing in here and another, these are what I posted out on Sunday as we were looking through, doing a little bit of a scan. You got a Netflix trade over here. You got an NVDA trade over here. You got an Apple trade and a CMG trade, all credit spreads. And we look over here at Netflix. This was really interesting because I was setting up an iron condor here. You're buying the 310 puts, selling the 315 puts, selling the 325 calls, buying the 330 calls. 160% credit. As everybody knows, when you come over here and you look at your Netflix closed 315.18. Can't get much better than that. Come over on to the next one, which was NVIDIA. Now, NVIDIA, I got to put a buy bonds asterisk next to it because what we were doing there is we were buying the 240 calls and selling the 235 calls. Again, got to put an asterisk next to it because didn't end the week all the way down. As we had put out that email on Thursday that a perfect bottom has formed overnight. NVIDIA down here at 222. So you don't need to really be a rocket scientist to figure it out that seeing that we had a perfect bottom forming on Thursday, seeing that we were already pounding in to start getting into SPY calls, seeing that we were already bullish with our trade of the week, that we were going to be going higher, closing this SPX or the NVIDIA trade down here. Yeah, sure, it wasn't 60% all the way, but it was damn near close to 60%. CMG, this is because we've got a very big CMG fan that trades, and he's grown his account from about $2,000 up to over $80,000 trading nothing but CMG. And now I'm trying to get him to look at a few other things. Again, here, CMG closing here at 15.10 on the week. The trade that was thrown out there was to buy the 1450 puts and sell the 1455 puts, right around 42%. And then here was Apple. This was so easy. Buy the 144 puts, sell the 145 puts, come over there on Apple, and Apple carried the market on Friday. Right on up there to 151. Absolutely fantastic. Sure, you could have got a better credit spread if you were over here on Thursday, but at the end of the day, when you're looking for something that you can sit back in a rocking chair, hang out in a hammock, chill out on the beach, and be able to make money, that's the reason why you come over here, because we take out the stress. I do all the heavy lifting. And again, if you could turn around there and get a 300% trade once a week, once every 2 weeks, and constantly take in 25, 30, 40% on a daily and a weekly basis, I don't know what else I can do for you. So have a fantastic weekend. There's a little bit of a glitch that I'm seeing here as we're heading next week, and I'll cover that in the video tomorrow, which will be members only. I'll post it next weekend. You can see if I was right or wrong. Have a good one.